The following is the way Land Tenure Support Programme (LTSP) has been conducting the process of land tenure regularization (LTR). The Ministry of Lands, with the support of development partners DFID, Danida and SIDA, is implementing a 3-year land registration program in 3 districts, which are Ulanga, Kilombero and Malinyi in Morogoro region. Through this program, over 300,000 Certificate of Customary Rights of Occupants, CCROs, across 160 villages are expected to be issued to landholders in 3 districts. It is expected that through this program, security of tenure will increase and mitigation of land disputes will increase confidence of ownership to citizens and investors. The Ministry, in collaboration with the Program Implementation Unit, PIU, work innovatively while adhering to given guidelines to make sure that the following activities bring the program towards achieving effective results. Activity number 1, Village Boundary Survey, VBS. In the first step, the ministry, program experts, and district staff meet the village chairman, village executive officers, members of the village council, people with good historical background of the targeted village, and prominent leaders to create awareness to them and the need to secure their boundaries. The council has to understand and agree to conduct the activity in their village on behalf of the whole village. If agreed, it has to select members who will work along with experts to identify the boundaries and erect the beacons. The agreement must be signed by both parties, and the forms are kept for records should any boundary disputes arise. Activity number 2, Village Land Use Planning, VLAP. Before conducting village land use planning, public awareness has to be done. First, to the village council members, where they have to agree to carry out land use exercise, and thereafter they have to propose members of Village Land Use Management, VLAM, who will be approved by the village assembly. After village council awareness, the village assembly follows. Villagers also have to agree to village land use planning and also approve the village land use management team who are proposed by the council. After the village has agreed to conduct the village land use planning, the program experts, in collaboration with the ministry and district's land staff with VLAM team, have to go to work and come back to villages with the new proposed plan. This is the last village assembly meeting, which is held with the proposed of getting approval, the new land use plan, and the formulated bylaws which will protect the new VLAP. The program has decided to be more innovative by preparing the outreach strategy for sensitizing the villages, particularly disadvantaged groups, women, pastoralists, people with disabilities, youth, and elders, to fully participate in the village assembly meetings to make sure their interests and rights are considered, but also to be part of the decision-making during the approval process of the plans. Activity number 3, Systematic Adjudication in the Issuance of CCROs. The program conducts public awareness to the members of the village council, where the program introduces the purpose, and if the council agrees to it, they have the role to propose members of the Village Adjudication Committee, VAC, who are to be for consideration by the village assembly. After the village council meeting, the village assembly sits to also get the awareness of the activity, and if agreed, the next task is to see the proposed VAC, suggest changes if any, and then approve them. Thereafter, experts head to the field for demarcation, where owners and neighboring owners should be present to assure adjudicators that they have agreed to the boundaries shown and to witness if the parcel is owned by the claimant. The activity is done using GPS as well as satellite imagery and also recorded manually on specific adjudication record forms, which are later collected and submitted to data entry in the CCRO database at the program's office in the respected district. Before the CCROs are produced, there must be a public display for all owners to confirm if what is recorded about their parcels is correct. One must sign to give a go-ahead for final printing to avoid producing certificate with errors. As the law indicates, 3 copies of CCROs have to be signed by owners before handing them. The community outreach strategy prepared by the program is also applied during this stage for all groups to be aware of their rights to land ownership, particularly women and a girl child. The strategy has been very successful. More than 30% of parcels are owned by women and 10% jointly, husband and wife. Activity number 4, Village Land Registries. Village Land Act number 5 of 1999 directs villages to have registries to keep all land documents in a safe and secured place. When the program started, it was observed that a number of villages do not have registries. Hence, the program sensitized villages to construct village offices and set aside room for a registry. The program conducted sensitization and awareness to members of the village council level and later to the village assembly meeting for their approval to construct village offices and rehabilitate the existing to fit the requirement using their own resources. The program is engaged to support their efforts by furnishing the registries with necessary furniture and finishing for villages which will not be able to construct fully. The program has been receiving remarkable support from the donors and from the Ministry of Lands, particularly Honorable Minister Lukuvi, Permanent Secretary, the entire management. The Program Implementation Unit, PIU, acknowledges the close and endless support and guidance from the 3 donors, TFID, TANIDA and SIDA, in making sure the program achieves its objective. Our land, our life. Ardhi yetu, maisha yetu.